I had the privilege, as you recall, of leading the National Task Force on Police Reforms, a comprehensive report of which we submitted to you on 16th November 2023. As you are aware, among the recommendations we made in that report is one requiring you to take appropriate action to restore the independence of the national.
From events that occurred in Homa Bay during the weekend, change of ballot paper colors by the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission, and in the midst of all the current political happenings, we host DAPK party leader Eugene Wamalwa. Good evening, and I hope you are well. Welcome to today's live. My name is Maggie Ndumia. On our news, former Chief Justice David Maraga has given President William Ruto a 7-day ultimatum to publish the report of the Presidential Task Force on Police Reforms that was submitted to State House in 2023. Maraga says the delay is unacceptable and risks undermining public confidence in the reform process.
I had the privilege, as you recall, of leading the National Task Force on Police Reforms, a comprehensive report of which we submitted to you on 16th November 2023. As you are aware, among the recommendations we made in that report is one requiring you to take appropriate action to restore the independence of the National Police Service and end the systemic police brutality and impunity.
On our international news, Zambian President Hakainde Hichilema has won a second term in office, securing about 60% of the vote in the country's presidential election. He was declared the winner after he defeated his closest challenger, Brian Mundubile, in the August 13th poll. The victory gives Hichilema another 5 years to pursue his economic agenda in the copper-rich nation, where citizens continue to face pressure from the high cost of living and rising debts.
I therefore declare Hichilema Hakainde S. to be President-elect of the Hello, can I finish? To be President-elect of the Republic of Zambia.
For those that will be successful, celebrate responsibly. Those that will be unsuccessful, there are avenues. In case there are any grievances, our Constitution, Electoral Process Act is very clear on non-violent, avenues that one can use in expressing their grievances.
Voters therefore had a genuine and competitive choice of contestants. But that choice was exercised against a backdrop of constrained democratic space. Fundamental freedoms essential to the conduct of genuinely democratic elections were affected by legislation, rules and actions by state authority, and the way that those rules and the legislation were applied.
The National Cohesion and Integration Commission has formally summoned Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua to appear and answer questions over remarks the Commission says may have stirred ethnic tensions. NCIC says the summons follow comments reportedly made during a recent political rally, and that the former Deputy President has been asked to cooperate with an inquiry under the National Cohesion and Integration Act.
In the exercise of this mandate, the Commission, through its investigations and compliance Compliance Department is conducting independent investigations into utterances attributed by the following persons: His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, former Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya; Cabinet Secretary Honorable Aden Duale; Cabinet Secretary Honorable Geoffrey Ruku; His Excellency Paul Nyongesa Otoma, Governor, Busia County; His Excellency Dr. Ali Maalim Mohamud, Deputy Governor, Mandela County; Honorable John K. Waluke, MP, Sirisia; Honorable Wanjiku Muia; Honorable David Gikaria; Tipape Naili Musa; Dr. Dennis Edson Ouma. These investigations are being undertaken strictly in accordance with due process and the law. The Commission reiterates that no individual, regardless of office or standing, is beyond the reach of the law where credible allegations of hate speech or ethnic incitement arise. We also assure that all persons under investigation retain their full rights under the Constitution and the law, including the presumption of innocence pending the conclusion of due process. Believe in the law and the procedures that we have as a commission. So until someone raises a formal complaint, especially from our people, it puts us in a very awkward place because
Kiharu Member of Parliament Ndindi Nyoro on Monday announced that he has left the ruling UDA party and joined the People's Party of Kenya. The move marked a notable political realignment, with Nyoro saying that the party would now work with opposition leaders as the race towards 2027 begins to take shape.
Mimi kama Ndindi Nyoro na wafuasi wangu kutoka leo nimeingia chama inaitwa People's Party of Kenya. Jambo la tatu ndio tuendelee vizuri. The third thing, I am glad that the membership of the People's Party of Kenya wamenipea nafasi na wakanieleza tukifanya mambo ambayo tunafanya kwenda mbele. Wameniuliza kwa sasa tuongoze hiyo maneno. Na mimi nimeitikia hiyo mwito. The third thing, as all the membership of the People's Party of Kenya, we have today joined the opposition. Tutulie. Jabo, the other point I want to request the Kenyan people. Tunasikizana? Mukiangalia viongozi wale watapeleka Kenya mbele from next year. I also ask humbly the people of Kenya.
And now on call, I want us to go deeper and talk about what Ndindi Nyoro did on Monday, defecting to the People's Party of Kenya and leaving the UDA party. And now on call, we have DAPK party leader, Honorable Eugene Wamalwa. Honorable Eugene, good evening to you, and how are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
We are talking about Ndindi Nyoro going to the People's Party of Kenya and also defecting from the UDA party. So what does it mean, Nyoro joining the United Opposition now?
We welcome our brother Ndindi Nyoro to the opposition.
Mm-hmm.
And we are very, very pleased that many more young, brilliant Kenyans and strong leaders are leaving the thinking that is the UDA and the Kenya Kwanza government.
Okay.
And joining the opposition. And just in the last 1 week alone, we have had Caleb Amisi,
Okay.
who is MP for Saboti, leaving ODM, which is part of the broad-based government, and launching the People's Renaissance Party, and basically leaving ODM and therefore leaving the broad-based government.
Yes.
And now we have seen Nyoro also leaving UDA and Kenya Kwanza, and therefore also leaving from the broad-based government. I think this is a sign of the times to come. And we are likely to see many more people leaving the broad-based government. And I think the next team coming would be the Linda Mwananchi team.
Yes.
The Honorable Governor James Orengo of Siaya. Senator Sifuna of Nairobi. We have Senator Tosi of Vihiga.
Yes.
Babu Wino, MP Embakasi. These are all people who are in ODM currently.
Yes. And
ODM is part of the broad-based government. But it has split into Linda Mwananchi and Linda Ground of Oburu Odinga and Gladys Wanga.
Yes.
And we are seeing many more people leaving the broad-based government in days to come. So Nyoro, I think, has read the signs of the times.
Yes.
He's seen the direction the country is going.
Yes. With
75% of Kenyans saying they have lost faith in the UDA and the Kenya Kwanza administration. I think they are going with the Kenyans.
Yes.
Yes.
Nyoro said that he has consulted people from the opposition parties for nearly a year now. Maybe were you among those people that he consulted?
Not really. He hasn't consulted me, but if he consulted me, I would tell him he's made the right decision.
Yes.
To leave the sinking ship that is the current government. And with 75% of Kenyans saying the country is headed in the wrong direction.
Yes.
And 75% saying they have lost faith in the Ruto government because of the lies, the unkept promises, the pledges, the killing of the Gen Z, the runaway corruption and insecurity, the goonism. I think he's making the right decision to go with the people rather than go with a leader who has not fulfilled the promises he made to Kenyans.
Yes.
Yes.
There are allegations that Nyoro is actually a mole and people are not fully trusting him. Do you fully trust that Nyoro has permanently left the Kenya Kwanza or rather the UDA camp, or do residue concerns remain of him being a mole?
I'm not a leader given to speculation, so I don't want to speculate or try to maybe read some a non-motive in his move.
Yes.
But the only thing I could do is advise that the majority of Kenyans have made a decision. The silent majority is just waiting for the 10th of August. We're in the election year. The majority of the country is for this regime to go home one term. And the only thing we must guard against is that even the regime that we are looking to send home are aware of the decisions of many Kenyans. And the numbers are against them, the odds are against them. So the only way they can get a second term is if they split the opposition. And this has happened before. You remember the Ford movement. When Ford was formed, there was a popular wave against the regime. But when we split the votes in 92 and 97, as popular as the opposition was, the opposition lost to Moi.
Yes.
So today, I can tell you, majority of Kenyans are with the opposition. They want Ruto to go home one term. But if the opposition splits, then he can have a second term.
Yes.
So anyone who might be coming to the opposition with the intention of maybe splitting or dividing the vote, they would be seen as traitors by the people of Kenya who want change. They will be seen as moles.
Yes.
And Kenyans are very wise. They can be able to discern whether you are genuine or not.
Yes.
And if you are not, they will be very unforgiving. because they would take it as betrayal of the highest order.
Yes.
Particularly for people who have lost children, who are killed in the Azimio protest against the taxes of Finance Bill 2023, the changes of the Finance Bill 2024, and even those who continue to be abducted and killed now, and the high cost of living and the taxation. Kenyans would take that as the ultimate betrayal.
Yes.
Like any leader who has maybe come to the opposition with the intention of splitting. And I do not want to think Ndindi Nyoro or any other leader might want to be misused in that aspect as a mole to divide the opposition.
Yes.
He will be considered as not just a mole but as a traitor and as a betrayer to aspirations of many Kenyans.
Okay.
Yes.
Ndindi Nyoro has now entered the one-term movement. Does this strengthen the chances or the opposition chances of unseating Ruto, or does it risk further fragmenting the Ruto's vote, especially in the Mount Kenya region? What do you think, you as the DAPK party leader?
I would advise him to seek the wise counsel of his senior brothers.
Yes.
I'd expect him to seek the wise counsel of His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, who is the senior-most leader from that region. I would expect him to seek the wise counsel of His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, the second deputy president, and the leader of the DCP party, which is the most popular party in the region, and to also seek the wise counsel of Martha Karua and others, so that they work together, not to divide, but to strengthen, to consolidate the mountain, because it is this mountain that provided the platform for William Ruto to get into that house. I believe the same mountain that got him in is the same mountain that could get him out.
Yes.
So anyone going to divide the mountain, whether east or west, would be considered not just as a mole, but as a traitor and as a betrayal of the cause. Not just the Mount Kenya community, but the entire Kenyan nation that feel that this government has failed in its policies in the health sector, Mambo ya Shai has failed in the education sector, the higher education funding has failed in its Rutonomics and the bottom-up economics that have failed. And therefore, the failed regime with its failed policies should go. But if you stand in the way of Kenyans, you will not just be regarded as a mole, but as a traitor and a betrayal of the cause.
Okay.
Yes.
We have two factions of the opposition, that is United Opposition and also the Linda Mwananchi faction. Are you, the United Opposition, willing to work with the Linda Mwananchi movement at any point?
Yes, because we're both saying one term.
Yes.
We are both on the same side that says this regime has failed, and with its failed policies, they must go home one term. And we must restore sanity and political hygiene in our national discourse.
Yes.
And stop the runaway corruption and the shedding of innocent blood and the looting of public resources and strategic national assets. We are all agreed, we're on the same side. So Linda Mwananchi is saying one term, United Opposition, we are saying one term, but we are now saying we must become one team. And today, just look at what we have done as United Opposition.
Yes.
We have met with Linda Mwananchi, and today we issued a joint statement condemning the violence we saw in Homa Bay. The violence is, against the Linda Mwananchi team, and also the violence we saw in Nakuru against the DCP team led by Gachagua. And the electoral violence that is building generally, because we cannot have free and fair elections in an environment where there is intimidation and violence.
Yes.
Where there is pre-election violence, election violence, or post-election violence. You remember what happened in 2007, 2008?
Yes.
This led us to The Hague. And today we have warned those in government that yes, you might own or control the tools of violence today, but beyond this violence, beyond our local politics, human rights are universal. And there's an international court out there that ultimately this violence that you are sponsoring and the goonism that you are allowing to take root in this country, it will only lead us to the same dead-end street
Yes.
where we ended up in 2007, 2008, and our leaders being dragged to The Hague. We have enough time to nip this in the bud. So today we have come together, Linda Mwananchi and the United Opposition, and we're united in saying no to election violence. We're saying no to communism.
Yes.
And we're saying no to state-sponsored terror.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is just an example that we're already working together. And on 9th of October, we have said we are going to convene a national conference.
Okay.
Yes, as both the United Opposition and Linda Mwananchi. And ultimately, we are going to become one team. We might not agree on everything.
Yes.
But we agree on one thing. That this failed regime with its failed policies, with its goonism, must go home one time. And we have also agreed that we must be prepared to sacrifice so that we remain united to 10th of August 2027. And we also produce one candidate.
Okay. Does the United Opposition have any plans to unveil their own presidential candidate?
We are already in the process of bringing all teams on board from the Linda Mwananchi side, from the United Opposition side, so that we become one team.
Okay.
And once we do that, we want to follow you remember the 202 path that Wamalwa, Kibaki, and Gilu took?
Yes.
Then Raila, Kalonzo, Professor Saitoti, Mudi Awori from LDP left government and came and joined the opposition. So that united team is what actually brought victory. That had remained elusive in 92, in 97 because the opposition was divided. We are not going to make the same mistakes we made, but we are going to borrow a leaf from the two or two cause of the leadership of Kibaki and Wamalwa to go the same path of unity and produce one candidate. And we have all agreed. Wamalwa, I believe I'm qualified to be the next president. So does Kalonzo, so does Matiang'i, Rigiji, Martha Karua, JB, Sifuna, Orengo, but we cannot all be president at the same time.
Yes.
Whoever we agree on, we are all going to back that person.
Okay.
And it'll only be the first amongst equals.
Okay.
But basically, we have agreed on the agenda. We have the shared vision and values that bring us together to ensure that we bring this country back on track.
Yes.
Yes, so these are issues that are bigger than us. Kenya is bigger than all of us.
Yes.
And we are all ready to sacrifice. And we hear the pain of Kenyans, the parents who lost their young children, the mothers who can't give birth in a dignified home because they can't afford. The SHA system has failed. You have all these challenges in the higher education system. And the high cost of living. Many families tonight, I can tell you, cannot put food on the table.
Yes.
Fair going home, leaving your office now. There are lots of people with pay slips that have nothing left. So we cannot afford to let them down. And tonight, I can tell every Kenyan listening to me, we are focused, we are ready to sacrifice, and we are ready to do what they want. To remain united to the election date and to give them one candidate that we will all support against William Ruto.
All righty. Thank you so much, Honorable Eugene. Maybe your final remarks to our viewers.
I think just to ask them to remain vigilant because what is happening today, it's not just about living into the government. It's about all of us coming out and demanding that this violence must end.
Yes.
This communism must end.
Yes.
And it should not be that intimidation and violence should decide for us who becomes our next leader. It should be the sovereign will of the people of Kenya in an environment devoid of violence and intimidation for them to pick who their president and the next government should be.
Yes.
Let that not be dictated by violence and the goonism that we are seeing today. Goons should not rule Kenya for us. It should be Kenyans themselves to choose who will lead this country.
Yes.
So we cannot, on this is non-negotiable. and we're asking them that your voices must be heard on this, and we're saying don't leave it to the government or to the opposition. Let us all come together and demand an end to this violence.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Eugene, and have a good night. We really appreciate.
Asante sana.
All righty.
Okay.
Those are some of the sentiments from DAPK party leader, that is Eugene Wamalwa, about Ndende Nyoro forming his own party, that is the People's Party of Kenya, and also defecting from the UDA party. Briefly, I want us to look at some of the things that a Kiharu Member of Parliament has been doing. Remember, first of all, Kiharu Member of Parliament Ndende Nyoro was a Kenya Kwanza or UDA ally. And for a long time, he was supporting the government. But also remember, he was the Budgets and Appropriations Chair Committee. After that, he became very silent. He actually went to a silent phase, and most critical things that he ever did was being critical of the taxes, the high cost of living, the governance, and then he would go silent. Also remember, during the Finance Bill 2024, Kenyans saw as if he betrayed them. Why? He did not show up during the voting process. Also remember, during the Finance Bill 2026, he was there during the debating time and also during the committee stage, but he was not there during the final vote. So that made Kenyans feel like they are betrayed by one Ndende Nyoro. He has been calling press briefings now and then, talking about different views and different things. And Kenyans were expecting, maybe this is what we are expecting. We are expecting him to go to maybe one of the Linda Mwananchi party, either the United Opposition parties or anything. But he was very critical of the government policies, that is the taxes, the high cost of living and everything. Also, remember that Ndende Nyoro on Monday is when he defected from the UDA party to the People's Party of Kenya, and he is the party leader. He had called a press briefing in one of the hotels in Nairobi. I want us to look at the People's Party of Kenya briefly. The People's Party of Kenya is a registered party, by the way, and its symbol is a microphone. Microphone kadogo hivo. Also, its slogan is Usawa, Haki, Uhuru, that is equality, justice, and freedom. Its colors are blue, red, green, and also white. And remember, MP for Kiharu plans to start nationwide tours. And actually today he was in Murang'a, where he said that the enemy is one, the head of state, President William Ruto, and he said that he is in the one-term movement. He has not also publicly declared which seat he will contest, so we are still waiting for that. The opposition have reacted. Like right now, we've heard sentiments from DAPK party leader, that is Eugene Wamalwa. Also, James Orengo, who was in attendance during the press briefing, congratulated him. We saw people like friend Matiang'i also congratulated him, and many more. He has been facing several accusations, that is accusations of being a mole, and they usually intensify after people feel like he betrayed them during very critical moments. And even now, people are saying that he might be a mole. You, as a Kenyan citizen, what do you think about Ndende Nyoro defecting from the UDA party? Tafadhali, tell us in the comment section, because we'll be talking about that. What do you think about MP Ndende Nyoro defecting from the UDA party to joining People's Party of Kenya? I want us to look at what it means now politically. Or rather, what does it mean in the political space now that MP Ndende Nyoro has defected from the UDA party to now the People's Party of Kenya? Of course, these are very high-profile defection because, as you always know, he's very, very conversant with things to do with the economy of Kenya and also things to do with largely the economy, not only in Kenya, but even in other places. So defecting from Ruto's camp, it means something that it means it has weakened the Ruto's government kidogo. Another thing is it raises the bar now for the opposition, both the united opposition and both the Linda Mwananchi team. They will now be very, I don't know if I can say, but they will now be very strong. They need to be very strong because Ndede Nyoro has not yet declared which seat he wants. We don't know if it's the president, if it's the governor of Murang'a or wherever, if it's the deputy president. So we don't know about that. Also, it complicates Mount Kenya dynamics. Why? We will now have two very strong parties, not only two, but mainly two very strong parties, one for him and others now. So it complicates the Mount Kenya dynamics. So I wanted us to look at that, and largely we've looked at it, and even DAP-K party leader Eugene Wamalwa has also given his sentiments. So for the question of the day, tell me hapo kwa comment section, what do you think of MP Ndende Nyoro defecting from the UDA party and joining the People's Party of Kenya as the party leader? Now on to Linda Mwananchi in Homa Bay. Violence marred the Linda Mwananchi tour in Homa Bay on Sunday, leaving several people injured and vehicles destroyed. Journalists covering the event were also attacked, while police arrested a number of suspects as they moved to restore order. The tour, which was meant to mobilize support in the county, was instead disrupted by chaos that raised concern over rising political intolerance.
James Orengo and Babu Owino also recruited individuals across all towns and trading centers in Homa Bay to coordinate their activities and to enlist for them local people and college and university students to support them during the Homa Bay rally, enticing each of them with a promise of 3,000 shillings. And Babu Owino booked these dreaded thugs and hardcore criminals into hotels across Homa Bay County. Investigate, arrest and prosecute Governor James Orengo, Honorable Babu Owino, Honorable Karoli Omondi, and Edwin Sifuna for planning, killing, and maiming our people under the guise of the 16th August rally. And didn't you see the police with all these people as they walked through? The police was deeply, deeply involved. But we demand the immediate transfer and removal of the Nyanza Regional Police Commandant and all the officers who aided the violence upon our people. We don't want that woman in Kisumu aende where she can work for the people instructing her to hurt our people.
They should be held accountable for their activities. But why did the leaders in Linda Mwananchi keep threatening? We are coming.
So it is a call I would make: if bad people are harbored anywhere, take occupation of any premise to, plan or execute the arming of.
Now, I want us to read a few comments about what people are saying. And the question of the day is, what do you think of MP Ndende Nyoro defecting from the UDA party to joining the People's Party of Kenya? Naona hapa, Kitu Gideon, thank you. Blackjack. Ndende Nyoro knows something we do not know. Why did he take that long to tangaza msimamo? I don't know, but we'll be looking for Ndende Nyoro, by the way. Atuambie, why did he take that long? Happy Kralia, thank you so much. Emily Agatha, asante. Sizo, alikuwa aniambia, ask Eugene, what will you change if you are in the government? I didn't see this, but I wish I saw it. It's okay, asante. Me, I don't support one term or two term. I support the progress and effort of someone who is working with the people and by the people and standing with the Kenyans, all right? They should all collaborate to take down the guy. That's your take. But remember, DAPK party leader Eugene Wamalwa has said because they are all in the one-term movement, they might end up actually collaborating. Algan Data, feeling confused with 999 others. Why are you confused? Why? There is no more ODM in Nyanza because Ruto is making us hit. Okay, that's your take. At this rate, it's difficult to know who is fake or not. All right. The reason why the people are withdrawing from the government is because the way they make fake promise and have goons which will not help us. Asante. Metri Nekesa, how are you? Thank you so much na kuona pia Muthui Prime TV. Thank you. Roba Lodisa, asanti. Bani Heritage, asanti. I'm seeing Firelight 10. Thank you. Chemtai Sharon, asanti sana. I have others. Muthui Prime TV. Kenya needs leaders who can move beyond slogans and explain how policies affect ordinary citizens. This is the kind of leadership Ndende Nyoro represent. All right, thank you. At least Nyoro has a solution to Kenya's problem, unlike others who are conveying empty rhetoric. Asante. Ndende will join forces with Ruto come 2028. Watch this space. Right, those are just some of the comments that you've written and to us, and we really appreciate. We are going for a short break, but we will be right back.
Baba Mungu, tunakuja mbele zako, tunasema ni asante katika siku ya leo tumekuja. Mimi ninaombea wale ambao wamekuja hapa na nia mbaya kama si mimi. Wenye wamekuja na nia mbaya wasijaribu kuestia msichana masaa. Mungu Baba, angalia tu rasta ambaye yako hapo nyuma, hata unaona hakuna venye yako, atawestia tu msichana ya masaa yake. So wale ambao tuko serious wapewe msichana, wenye tuko serious kama mimi, tunaenda katika jina la Yesu Kristo tunaomba na kuamini. Kila mtu aseme amen.
Uko na tabia za kupenda za roho.
What? Wool up nigga, wool up. Uko na tabia za kupendeza roho.
Uko na tabia za kupendeza roho.
Tabasamu ya kupapasa macho.
Sauti yako nikisikia pia inatulia pia.
Lakini kwa sisi wa Kristo, sisi tunaruhusiwa bwana mmoja, bibi mmoja. Tamaa zako wewe kisebusebu na kiroho kipapo ndio umeenda kujiingiza kwa pili na watatu na wanne. Na hata unajiaibisha. Kwanza kenyewe kabebeneo kadogo. Kembamba hako kafupi, hakaingii popote. Hata unaenda ushuhuda mimi nawaweza.
Ni kunyonya si kama sweet, ni kama tu sweet.
Nani alikwambia babu kuna ustaarabu?
Kuna ustaarabu wa kunyonya tena?
Wewe kwanza hujui kunyonya, maana yake ungekuwa unanyonya huo mdomo wako haungekuwa hivyo. Mdomo mweusi sema kwa una nini? Sasa hiyo unalia kama mtoto mdogo, mwanamume wa miaka 45. Wewe mwenyewe unang'ang'ana, mimi nitakufanyia kila kitu. Usijali. Nakuua, usiniue. Mimi sikuui babu.
Unafanya mimi na mtoto na nasikia ni kama yani.
Ukisisimka nenda kwa mkeo babu. Mimi huwezi si size yangu.
If you're looking for high quality imported doors, Future Doors Limited is the place to be. From waterproof interior doors, premium exterior steel doors, French doors, mesh doors, and smart locks, you'll find a wide variety designed for every space. Whether you're building, renovating, or simply upgrading your home, you'll definitely find something that matches your style. Visit their showroom along Mombasa Road at ENS Business Park, 3rd floor. That is the same building as Quiver Mombasa Road, that is opposite MRM Mabati. Come experience the collection yourself.
Wow, are your walls looking plain and uninspired? Transform your space with premium wall panels, elegant marble PVC with stunning backlighting, and modern floating TV stands. All designed to give your home a luxurious, timeless finish. At Mr. Frames Kenya, we offer top quality designs at unbeatable prices. Whether you're going to a classic or modern look, we've got the perfect solution for your home or office. Call or WhatsApp us today on 0705 759 102 or connect with us on social media. Mr. Frames Kenya. Mr. Frames Kenya, where style meets affordability.
A crash in Samburu County has left tourists and a pilot dead, according to initial reports from the scene. Authorities continue to investigate what caused the aircraft to go down near Mount Ololokwe. The helicopter is reported to have crashed at around 9:13 a.m. this morning while flying from Loisaba towards Nyoro. Witnesses described seeing thick smoke and flames rising from the wreckage near Kirish as emergency teams rushed to the scene. Officials say the exact cause of the crash has not yet been established. Investigators are now working to piece together what happened, while authorities continue to assess the scene and confirm the details of those on board. On to other news. Police in Kikuyu had a hard time dispersing protesters who blocked the Nairobi-Nakuru highway to protest the rise of illegal alcohol trade. The protesters said the alcohol has destroyed families and youth, and they demanded that the government take action. Police used tear gas to reopen the road that had been closed for hours. Residents are now calling on leaders to eliminate the illegal alcohol dealers before the situation gets worse.
Endelea. Hatutaki pombe haramu huku. Tunasemaje, pombe haramu hatuitaki. Pombe ambayo inatengenezwa kwa nyumba, hiyo hatuitaki. Pombe ambayo bado hujasoma hata kwa shule, hujajua hata pombe inatengenezwa aje unajitengenezea. Hatutaki hiyo pombe haramu. Imeua watu wetu wawili. Imeua watu wawili. Kwanza morio wangu.
Vijana wamemalizwa na pombe. Na wale wakubwa wetu bado wanasosana kule. Badala ya kuja wasaidie raia. Na ninajua wanataka mchaguzi kienda kufika tumepungua milioni kadhaa. Sisi mlima. Tunajua hivyo. So tunaomba tusaidiwe pombe ise. Madhara ile imeka ni kuua watu. Unakunywa leo unaenda kukufia kwa nyumba. Hata ukufia hapa wamekuset kwa kufia kwa nyumba. Hii si juu kwenye
hapa vijana wanakufa bure. Vijana wanakufa bure kwa nini? Unatoa takataka na huko unakuja unaleta huko. Kwa nini? Pombe haramu hakuna kuuzwa huko Kikuyu. Hata si Kikuyu tu peke yake. Huko kwingineko. Tunataka tukunywe pombe yenye hata kama ni keki unakunywa vizuri.
Na vijana wadogo ambao wanalewa ovyo ovyo. Shida ni wanakunywa pombe haramu, na kama wakaaji wa hapa tunaomba serikali iweze kuingilia kati. KEBS iweze kuchukua jukumu ya kuwa inakagua pombe ambayo inauzwa katika hili
Before
eneo.
we wrap up our live today, I want us to look at some of the comments that are here and also big up some of the people. Unaona Metri Nekesa, thank you so much. Brian Omondi, asanti. Emily Agatha, nakuona, thank you. Loshu Pulse, thank you. ZP, thank you so much. I'm seeing Linda Mwananchi. Huyo ameamua kujiita Linda Mwananchi, asanti. Naona mwingine hapa kwa wapi, Blackjack. Blackjack anauliza, will you be live every Wednesday? Yes, every Wednesday from 7 p.m. for Kiswahili news and 9 p.m. for English news without fail, guys. So patronize us, Sindel. All right, I want to look. Pauline, thank you so much. I'm seeing you. Okumu Maiko, asanti. Carol, thank you so much. I'm happy Krelia. How are you? Thank you so much. Mudoi Prime TV, asanti. Algan Ndeta, thank you. Princess Tati, asanti sana. Kitui Gideon, thank you so much. I'm seeing Zippy again, thank you. I'm seeing Algan again, asanteni. Damigi, thank you so much. Jal, asanti. Lilian Jalemba, asanti. Mary, thank you so much. Harrison, I'm seeing you. Asanteni, mko wengi sana. Bunny Heritage, thank you so much. And also Muthoi TV updates. Asanteni. Remember, we are always going bigger and better here at Ubina TV Updates Live. We talk matters, state of the nation. And for today, that's all that we had from here. Until next time, may God protect you. Goodbye. God bless. My name is Maggie Ndumia.